Welcome back to the channel, guys. Over the next few weeks, we're travelling from Saigon in the south all the way to Hanoi in the north, exploring Vietnam one stop at a time. From buzzing city streets
Let's go!
to peaceful countryside, epic food, wild markets, and the stories and history of the people who call Vietnam their home.
That's the sort of mausoleum you get if you're an emperor.
So hit subscribe and let's get into it. Today we're cruising through Halong Bay, one of the most beautiful places on earth.
Hello!
With glassy water, towering limestone islands and a real party vibe. But the calmness soon fades as the typhoon moves in around us and we need to leave.
Everybody's left, everything's closed.
Do we get out in time? Well, let's find out.
So this could be one of the best decisions we've made, or could be a complete disaster. And just to put a bit of perspective on that, basically a typhoon came through Halong Bay 48 hours ago. And in 48 hours time, another one, potentially more dangerous, is coming through. So we saw a window of opportunity. We booked a last minute trip on Get Your Guide to bring us from Ninh Bình up to Halong Bay to do a day cruise. So that's what we've done, 7 o'clock this morning. Beside the point, 4-hour journey up. We've arrived now. We're going to get on this boat and hopefully, fingers crossed, enjoy the ride. So we've got quite an intimate arrangement for lunch. There's a few tables, 6 to a table at least. 2 different tour groups coming on. And then after lunch, we can go up to the 2nd and 3rd floors. We can wander around, look at the sights, hopefully have a really nice cruise. Well, so far it's actually really calm. You wouldn't think there was a storm on the way or just been through. Hey, look how beautiful it is. It is great. I think at the moment, we made the right decision. Top deck's empty. Everyone's downstairs still having their lunch. It's absolutely stunning. Now, a lot of the 2-night and 3-night cruises, they've all been cancelled because of the incoming storm. And what boats there are left to come out on the day trips, they all come out to the same places anyway. So you're always being followed by another boat. Not really a big fan of all of the crowded touristy tours, you know. I like to have a little bit of space to move around. So it's nice at the moment when everyone's still downstairs having their lunch to just come up top deck, wander around, see the sights, take some photos, enjoy the peace and quiet before it starts getting busy. We'll be rushing from different side to side of the boat trying to get the best pictures. But for a last minute tour, actually, it's not too bad. Now, this was only £50 each. That included the transfer up here, which was not much more than what it would have cost us to come up anyway without the actual boat tour. And we get to do the boat tour today rather than tomorrow when the weather's due to be a little bit dicey. So I think we made a really good decision to come up today and do this. As you can see, we're not rocking to and fro. The water's nice and calm. Yeah, I think today's going to be a good day. Incidentally, if you want to book a tour, I'll leave a link in the description to this tour and to a website where you can check out all the other tours as well, because there's a lot of tour companies you can choose from. They do all leave virtually from the same place and all go to the same place, so they're all very similar. There's our boat, the Phong Ha 86, and we're stood right about there. Even got a hot tub. Wonder if we get to use that later. Get in there with a beer or a cocktail. Well, we do have a fully stocked bar. Might have to take advantage of that later. There's got a few different options on this cruise apparently. You can go on a speedboat, the little speedboat tour. You've got a big bamboo kind of boat that you can go on with a lot of other people and have someone row you around. What is kayaking? Obviously you can go off just 1 or 2 of you kayaking on your own around the islands. So there's a few things you can do, a few things we can do. Just got to decide what we want to do. At the moment we're just enjoying the view because it's really nice. We've decided to split up only for a little bit. Only for a little while. Kelly's going to go do a bit of kayaking, and I'm actually going to do the bamboo boat. That way we get to see both perspectives. It's organised chaos. Crazy. There's a lot of shouting going on. Oh, we're off. So you've got 16 to a boat. It is organised chaos on the dock. It's completely bonkers. Everyone seems to know what they want people to do and no one seems to know what they're doing. Just I'm more chilled and relaxed than what Kelly will be. She's got to row herself. So we go down through this cave. It's only about 15 metres long. Hello! Everyone's so friendly. It's brilliant. I love it. So we go through this cave. It's only 15 metres long and it just opens up into this beautiful little cove. I can see Kelly over there on a kayak.
I have no idea where James is. He's on one of these boats somewhere. I'm sure he can see me because he normally does. Oh, there's a monkey over there. They're all looking at the monkey. Hopefully you're picking it up on the camera.
How nice is that?
There's a bit more commotion going on here. There's some monkeys up in the trees somewhere. Let's have a look. See what these people are doing. They're feeding it. I can see two. They're throwing food up. That's what they're doing.
People just enjoying themselves on the kayaks and relaxing. It's really nice. A couple of people having trouble here. They're struggling. There's always one. A lot of people really struggling with these kayaks. They're quite comical. Going straight into the boats. All right, back at the dock. I think I need another beer after that. Hey, hello, hello. Well, that wasn't too bad. There was a few idiots trying to tip their boats over and a few people not watching where they're going, especially on the kayaks. That's worth doing. Right, let's see if I can find Kelly. I'm sure I saw her going up the stairs. Thank you. Saw you come up here. Right, second stop. Sung Sot Cave, and everyone has arrived here at the same time again. It's absolutely packed, as you'd expect it to be. Got about 100 steps up, apparently, but some really nice caves to have a look at. So we'll check these out and then head back to the boat. See what we got through here. Apparently, the further you go, the bigger the caves. There we go, here's a bigger cave. Here's a huge cave. Apparently, the next one's even bigger. It's amazing how these are formed over millions of years. It's about, I think he said about 1 million years, isn't he? This one. This should be the biggest one. Oh, wow. That's huge. That's massive. This is the third chamber. It's absolutely massive. It's huge. You can have a concert in here. Unusual rock just there. Looks like a pointed finger. They've kind of highlighted that in red. You can have keychains made with photos and stuff down here if you want. This is definitely the biggest cave we've been in. It's got to be. I don't think we've been in any caves bigger than this. It's even hazy in the background, in the distance. That's how big this is. It's massive. And they do sell key change, you can have your picture taken. That's a bit of a climb up. I didn't realise we came down so far. Might be worth a look if you like caves. As caves go, this is a good one. They're definitely the biggest caves we've ever been to, and they're definitely worth having a look at. Oh, how the other half live. If only. Here's a massive yacht. And then you've got another one hidden behind that rock there. Super rich, come here, their little playground. There you go. If you subscribe, we might get one, or might at least be able to rent one for a day. These are all the sleeper ones, the ones that go out for 2-3 nights. And there's loads of them all the way around, all moored in this little cove because it's sheltered for the storm. And they've all been cancelled because of the storm. We've definitely got lucky doing this today. I think somebody did say earlier, today's the last day they're doing any tours because of the storm that's coming in. Well, this is T-Top Island. This is the last stop. There's a nice beach, a bar, and a hike to the top. Wait and see what we decide to do. That is really crowded on there. So we chose not to go to the beach or on the hike. Chose to stay on the boat for another beer. We've got a private party. Place to ourselves.
Brace for impact. Are we trying to get in that small gap?
I've got to say, a brilliant day. We had an excellent cruise out. Food was pretty good. The entertainment on board, a lot of people dancing to the music and everything else in the evening. Watching the sun go down, the scenery out of this world. Cannot recommend it enough. I will put, as I said, link in the description below as to who we booked with and a link to other people you can book with as well. So there are loads. Anyway, we've just checked into the hotel, Grand Fleuve Boutique. Sounds rather posh. And actually, quick room tour. It is rather posh. It's like something out of, it is French, obviously, Grand Fleuve, and you can see the French influence. It's really nice. It is a 4-star, not very expensive. The bed is soft. It's actually soft. We can get a good night's sleep. Look at that. Okay. Really nice. Absolutely. Yeah, look, we've got, it's a Japanese toilet. It'll wash you and dry you, and I wonder if it probably plays music as well. Well, I guess the first time we've had that. Even in Hong Kong, we didn't have anything like that. That'd be an experience. Lovely big shower. Anyway, we need to go out and get something to eat. Oh, I think we'll see you guys sometime in the morning. Oh, well, good morning. Oh, we had a lovely night's sleep last night. Grand Fleuve Boutique Hotel, can't recommend it high enough. I know it's called Grand Fleuve, so there's a bit of a French influence, and you can really see it. And it's quite grand. It is very grand. Even the size of the doors are huge. And a lovely flooring in the corridors. Even the stairwells, nicely done. We've got this like jellyfish spiral staircase. It is all very grand, very woody, but yeah, I like it. If you're looking for a hotel in the Halong Bay area, give this a go. It's starting to get a little bit breezy. We have got the typhoon, apparently has sped up a little bit. It's due to hit a little bit earlier and you can feel it. There was no wind last night and this morning it's really picked up. But we're not going to let that stop us. We're going to check out as much as we can of the Halong Bay area. Let's go see what we can find. We're just walking down behind the hotel and it is all very French. You can definitely see a French influence everywhere around here. Of course the French did occupy Vietnam for quite a while. The one thing you do notice, there's no traffic. We're in the middle of a road. In effect, we're in the middle of a roundabout. There's no traffic. These places, it's really nice. I like it. I have to say, Halong Bay, it's impressing us. A telephone box. There's obviously one of those, it's not real, but one of the old dial ones. Wonder how many kids are watching this that would know how to use one of those. Put your finger in and dial it round. Those were the days. It's so quiet, it's dead. There's nobody here. Do they know something we don't? I mean, I know there's a typhoon on its way, but still, no, it's not going to hit directly here anyway. It's going to make land further south. So I don't understand where everybody is. Probably all out on, well, no, even the boats. Even the boats aren't running to, yesterday was the last day of the boats. You can see the trees. It's breezy, but it's not too bad. So I just noticed actually in the background, you probably can't see it on camera, but we can see Sunworld up on the hill. The cable car isn't running. They are expecting something, otherwise that would be definitely running. Makes me wonder whether or not we should actually get out of here. I don't know. We made the right decision. Yeah, spoke too soon. The rain's coming in, wind's really picking up. We might have to reevaluate this. There's not much we can really do. There's not a lot to do in Halong Bay really, unless you're out on a boat. Do we wander around in the rain or do we go elsewhere? Can't even see me. There we go. A little bit on edge, considering there's nobody else out and about. We'll have to reevaluate what we're going to do next. Oh, we've made it down to the beach. This is the main road that runs along the beach. There's not a car on it. The area's dead. It's absolutely deserted. But the beach is absolutely beautiful. It has stopped raining and the wind's died down a little bit. So we might have a little look around on the beach, maybe grab a drink and think about what to do next, because there's not a great deal that we can find in Halong Bay that you can do unless you're on the water. So it may be we head further inland, which will be safer from the typhoon, and we might be able to find more to do. Maybe going to Hanoi, Sapa perhaps, but that's 8 hours away, so I don't know. What to do? What to do? Well, we're here now. We'll check this out and we'll come back. Well, the beach was nice and deserted, which would have been nice during the hot sunny weather, but yeah, there's not much else to do, to be honest. One thing you do notice, it is all a bit of a building site all the way around Halong Bay area. Constant sound of machinery. They're just redeveloping the entire coastal area. All new developments, apartments, hotels, and it's all just empty. Every single apartment. There are literally hundreds of apartments, even back in the French sort of area. All the shops are empty, there's nothing in there. It's almost as if the entire area is brand new, waiting for business to come in. It's all a little bit of a ghost town. There's the cable car, all closed down. There's nothing going on. Nothing at all. I think we made the right decision to come up yesterday to get the last of the cruises. Now we need to decide whether we leave today or tomorrow. And the wheel's not turning. Everything's shut down. Right, back of the room. We were out for a few hours and you can count on one hand how many tourists we saw. Everybody's left. Everything's closed. So we're just going to sit down and work out exactly what we're doing and where we're going now. I think we're going to leave Halong Bay, to be honest. So we'll come back to you in just a minute. So we've come down to the travel agents where the coach is supposed to be picking us up. We're a bit early, we're actually quite early to be fair. And people next door very kindly, these people very kindly reopened their cafe for us so we can sit inside, have a little drink, just wait out the weather. It's local kindness, you know, the Vietnamese people are so friendly, so nice. Everywhere you go. It's a lovely little place. Nice little cafe. Got a little way to wait. Then we get on the bus and make our way to Sapa. Well, we haven't made it too far. 2 minibuses and 1 car later, we've been dropped off at Hanoi to wait for a sleeper bus to Sapa. So we've got 2 or 3 hours to kill. Thought we'd make the most of it. Got a nice bar, really nice. We happen to be in Hanoi's old quarter, so that's a really good thing. There's plenty of bars around, nice restaurants. We got one here with a football on. We got some pizza and some chips, a couple of cokes. Making the most of the time we got in the old quarter. We are coming back in a few days' time anyway, but you've got to make the best of a bad situation, haven't you?